So in this training tutorial, we're going to give you a general overview of the Members section of the ComputerCut Pro program. To access it, you click on the My Home button, which will pull up your browser, and it defaults to the My Database part of the Members site. The My Database is the section of the ComputerCut program where you can save work that you've done for yourself, and it's only available to you. So for instance, we saved this SolarGuard logo here. So we'll go into ComputerCut and go to the My Database and then to Category Logos and then to SolarGuard. And the SolarGuard logo pops up under My Database. So the My Database are designs that you've created that you can save that are private to you. And you can access them through the program and also in the Members section of the website under Templates and My Database. Under the Templates, this lists the templates in ComputerCut, so you can search out different patterns that you're looking for, and you can either preview them in here, or if you want, you can add notes to that particular vehicle or whatever design you're looking at. You can also add notes directly to vehicle that you're working on in the ComputerCut Pro program by going down to the bottom here and click on Add Note to a Pattern, and it'll pull you up to the Members section where you can add a note, and then whenever you pull up that vehicle, that note will appear down in the Notes section of the program down here. Next is the New and Updated, and this shows you the latest updates that we've done to the vehicles. To get the latest, you just click on the Modified, and right here 5 Series sedan was put in today, so you just click on Modified until you come up to the latest date. And again, you can preview it in here and then also add notes if you want. Next is the Request Custom Graphics. In here you can request a graphic to be done by our professional graphics designer. You just fill in your dealer name, your account number, choose the file and upload it, and request a date when you would like it, and then also any specific comments that you may need. You can also request a graphic by going to the Help in the main application page and click on Submit Graphic, and when you do that, it will pull up this same page here so you can submit the graphic. And then the last link under Templates is My Statistics. And in here, it shows you the number of patterns you have downloaded, which are the patterns that you've viewed in the program. In other words, you select the pattern and it shows up in ComputerCut. That's a download. And then you also have the number of cuts, which a cut is when you are in the cut window and you hit the cut button and it goes to the plotter and it cuts the pattern. So you can review your downloads by clicking on Review Downloads, which we did here. Or you can click on the cuts and you can review the cuts. And when the cuts show up, it tells you the date, the time. Now the time is where the servers are. So the servers are 5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So if you are in Central or Pacific, you would have to add the difference between Eastern Time and your time. It shows what library it came from, the vehicle that was cut, and also the installer if you have the installer codes set up, and the type of material that they used and the amount that they used when they cut it. So we're going to jump right over to the inventory because this is where you put in the installer codes for your installer. So as you saw from the My Statistics and the cuts, you saw the installer name Bob and his cut. So to add an installer, you just click on Add and put the installer's name in here and then a code. We suggest it be a short code so it doesn't take them a whole lot of time to put it in. And then just click Save. And also under Inventory, you can input film rolls. Here we added a roll of Zenith 70 and then the roll number here. And we started off with a length of 100 feet and then the remaining length of 96.9240. So what happens when you go and cut a window, you'll get a pop-up that will ask for what you require. So in this case, you select the roll number and then input the installer code and then hit cut. And it all gets recorded. Next, over here are the announcements. These are the pop-up messages that we send out. So if you need to review some of them, you can go back through these. Next is your invoices. In here you can either create one through the program. As you can see, we created one here, and this was the BMW series. In the way in which you create that, you can just hit invoice here and it'll take you to the web page and you'll just fill out this information. And you can also add the film roll that you were using. Copy it to it. And it's a pretty generic invoice, so you would have to fill in your invoice number and your bill to and that type of information. But all of this other information is under the My Account, which is the next area we will get into. So if you go to My Account, this is where you have all of your company information, the libraries that you have access to, the users, and this is where you can upload your company logo for invoices. So just make sure you have all the correct information in here. So there is a quick overview of the members section of the ComputerCut Pro program.